Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is the $1,000 Sephora wish list, Sephora basket, if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora video. And I saw Emily Noel 83 do this video and I thought it'd be really fun to do, and it's also a collab with my friend Becca. I saw the video and I sent it to her and I was like, hey, we should collab on this. She's like, yeah, let's do it. So I will have her video linked down below as well as her channel, so definitely go check her out and support her. She is so amazing. I love her so much. She's one of the sweetest people ever, and yeah, I just absolutely adore her. She's also doing the 2020 Project Pan with me, and I just love her. So yeah, definitely go check her out. And I will have Emily Noel's video linked down below as well, since she's the first person I saw do this. I feel like this video went around a while ago, or something similar to this, but I will just have Emily's video linked down below because it was the most recent one I watched and it's the video that made me want to do this tag. So I think it's a tag. If not, I'm doing it anyways. So yeah, if you guys want to see my Sephora pics, then just keep on watching. Alright, so it was actually a lot harder to get to $1,000 than I thought. I initially just went through everything I thought I might be interested in and just added into the cart, and then obviously I had to narrow it down from there because it was over $1,000. And even with $1,000, I still wanted to get products that were a good value as well. But I've got a mix of makeup. I think I have some skincare in here, and then I have some hair products. So I'm going to start off with the makeup first, since I feel like that's what you guys care the most about. And then I will go on to the other categories, just in case you guys really don't care about the non-makeup items. So the first thing I want to try is the Velour Lashes Lash and Go Eyeliner and Lash Adhesive Hybrid. And it retails for $23, and I'm just curious on how it's a liquid liner, but it's also a lash glue at the same time. The concept is just mind-blowing, and I just really want to try it out. Alright, so next I wanted to try a Natasha Denona product, an eyeshadow palette, but none of her big $129 palettes called my name. I didn't like any of the color stories enough to put a $130 product into my cart and take away from other stuff I would want to try. So I decided to go with one of her minis, and I went with the mini gold eyeshadow palette, with the two neutrals on the end, and then you got that gold color, and then you've got the olivey green, and then a shimmer olivey green, and yellows and greens, the grungy yellow green tones have been my favorite thing lately. And I feel like for $25, they are small palettes, so that's why I've never picked them up in general, because for 5 shades, they're really small. But if I had the money to spend at Sephora, I would pick this palette to try out so I could try the Natasha Denona formula, and I would get a lot of use out of it because these have been my everyday colors, except for obviously right now because that's not what's on my eyes. Alright, so next I would get the Marc Jacobs Beauty All-Time High 3-piece eye bestseller set, and I've got minis of the Marc Jacobs black eyeliner, and this comes with a black, a brown full size, and then I think it's just a mini of the mascara, which it retails for $39, and the pencils are the best I've ever tried to stay on for my waterline. And I've only gotten the minis because I think they're $22 or $24, maybe $26 per eyeliner, and I'm that's just an expensive eyeliner. And I wear liquid liner most of the time. I don't always put stuff in my waterline, but to get a black and a brown for my waterline, this would be perfect. And then it comes with the mini mascara as well. Alright, so the next item I would get is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uninvited, which is the black. This retails for $25, and the only black liquid lipstick I've tried was the Jeffree Star Weirdo. And I don't know if it's still out of stock or not, but it was out of stock for the longest time. And I've just heard really good things about the Fenty formula, and I really want a black matte liquid lipstick. I've got a black normal lipstick, but I don't really like wearing regular lipstick formulas out unless it is a nude. So with a black, I would pretty much just wear it for a look for either YouTube or for Instagram. and that would be that. But if I'm gonna go out, I would really want to have a black matte liquid lipstick. So then next I would go with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and these retail for $48, and that is a lot of money, but I've heard people say that this product lasts them like forever and they use it a lot. I had the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette with like the 3 shades, and I really liked the formula of it, and I really liked how it made my skin look. I would get the shade Diffused Light since it is more of a matte yellow powder, just to like set my face very lightly overall and just try it out because it just seems like it'd be a really nice shade, and I know I like the formula, but it's just so pricey. It's definitely on my dream wish list. So then I would get the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and it's $29. I have the mini of it in a darker shade, which matches me when I'm self-tanned, and that's a good shade for that. But I would want to get a full size of the concealer just to use for more like everyday. But this is something I would actually consider buying normally. If I didn't have a shade that was too dark, I would definitely be wearing it more often, but I haven't tanned in a long time. Like you can tell I haven't had any color. I stay indoors. I'm a vampire. Alright, so another brand I wanted to try really bad was Pat McGrath. And again, I've been looking at the $125 palettes from her, and none of the color stories call out to me enough to make me want to put that much money in one product in my cart, you know? So I was like, okay, I want to try out her stuff. Like, I'd love to have it in my collection if I had the money to buy it. So I decided to go with the Pat McGrath Mini Eye Ecstasy eyeshadow palette. They have 2 different color stories for it. I decided to go with the more jewel toned palettes, which is the Subversive palette. These are really small shades as well, just like the Natasha Denona one. And I did swatch these in Sephora last year, so I really liked the formula. I never tried it on my eyes or anything, but they felt really nice, and they are 5 metallic shades. So I figured that I would get this one instead of one of her $125 palettes that I liked half the shades. Alright, so next is another eyeshadow palette, and at first I wanted to add the Melt Gemini palette because, like I was talking about with the Natasha Denona mini palette, I've been loving yellows and like olivey greens, like grungy green yellow shades. But when I went to the Sephora app, I could not find the Gemini palette at all. So this is the palette I would have in place of that, but if the Gemini palette were available on Sephora right now, I would have added the Gemini palette instead. But this one is a super close, similar color story, but I would get the Melt Cosmetics 420 eyeshadow palette, and it retails for $58. So it is a pricier palette, but I really do enjoy Melt's formula, and I love the tones of this one, but I like Gemini just a little bit more. But if Gemini, I really hope it's not discontinued. Alright, so next I technically had to add the wrong shade to my cart just because the shade that would be for me is out of stock, so it wouldn't let me add to my basket. But I would go with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Light to Medium. It retails for $32. Okay, I'll be honest. I used to not believe in under eye corrector. I was like, you know, it's just orange, it's gonna just go under the eye and it's not really gonna make a difference. I have my Mary Kay color corrector, and it covers up the blue purpley under eyes and it brightens my under eyes. Like, it just makes it look like my under eyes are like bright even with like nothing else on my face. I do that underneath the foundation and concealer. Like, that's my first concealery step. I do my primer and then I'll put that on, and it's so good. Like, I take back what I said about color correctors. So I would definitely want to get the Becca one because everybody hypes it up. Everybody says it's a really good color corrector. So I definitely want to try it for myself and see. So then next is the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation, and I already have one of these, and my mom's friend works at Dior in Thailand, so she got me one for my birthday. But if I had the money to spend at Sephora, I would definitely want to get it. It retails for $62, which is ridiculously expensive, but you're getting 2.3 ounces of product. It's so good. Like, my skin looked so good wearing it. I definitely need to self-tan again because that is my self-tan shade. It's the only foundation that matches me when I'm self-tanned, and I just really, really like it. But unless I had the money to spend at Sephora or I got it gifted to me again, there's no way I could justify that kind of money for a foundation, no matter how much I really like it. It's just too much money. So next is a mini of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer, and it retails for $13. And I used to love the Kat Von D eyeshadow primer, and it's a tinted primer just like the MAC Paint Pot, but it came out of a tube, so it kind of looked like it was like a concealer. It was so good. And a lot of people hype up this Anastasia Beverly Hills one. I really enjoy the tinted eye primers because then I could just put, honestly, I could just set it with powder, put on liner and mascara and call it a day if I really didn't want to do anything with my eyes. So I definitely want to try it because everybody says it's really, really good. So yeah, they only had the mini too. I couldn't find the full size of it at all. Alright, so next I would pick the Sephora Favorites mini mascara set. It comes with 5 mini mascaras and then you get a voucher for a full-size mascara. And the set retails for $28, but it's a $50 value. And with this is the only way I can justify getting high-end mascaras because you're technically paying for a full-size mascara plus like $1 per mascara sample. Because they're not even like the tiny like 1-2 use samples. They're like a good mini size that you would buy as a mini for like $10 to $15, or they might just be a little bit smaller where there might be like a $5 to $7 value. I'm not 100% sure, but you get a good amount of uses out of these sample mascaras as well. Like if I were to say what Sephora set, like Sephora Favorite set was the most worth it, I would definitely go with their mascara sets. Because even if you don't like one of the minis, you get a full-size mascara and then you get a couple minis to try out. Alright, so the next item on my wish list is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I do have a little mini size of this. It came in one of my Sephora sets, and I really, really like this primer. I definitely think it's going to be something I will end up picking up eventually because it's $30, but you're getting 1.52 ounces of product. So you're getting more product than standard like foundation and primers because most of them do lay right around the 1 ounce mark. But yeah, it's just really, really good. It makes your makeup stay so long. Next, I got the KVD Vegan Beauty Ultimate Tattoo Eyeliner Duo, and this kind of goes along with the Marc Jacobs eyeliners. And this is a liquid liner, and you get a black and a brown one, and they are full size. It retails for $32. So that comes out to $16 per eyeliner, which is just a little bit more than drugstore eyeliners, because I think some drugstore eyeliners are getting up to like the $12, $13 mark. Next is the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and it's the one with the pencil on one side and the brow marker on the other side. And I really enjoy brow markers. I usually use them at night because then I can draw on my eyebrows and I don't have like to deal with like the texture of the brow pomade or brow pencil, brow gel or anything. And I can just do my eyebrows how I want. So I just, you know, draw on my eyebrow and then pluck without having any like texture get in the way. And with the stain, it stays on your brows and I can fall asleep and I can wake up and my brows are there because it's not a product that stays on top of the skin that just wipes off. So next is the Milk Matte Bronzer, and this is the cream bronzer. So this one's just the mini size and it's $15. Everyone says like the full size is huge and like you're never gonna go through it. So I figured it'd be a nice way to try the bronzer. With it being a Sephora wish list, I could have done the full size, but like I'm still thinking realistically, like all these items I would actually be really interested in having in my collection, but I just don't have $1,000 to spend on makeup. So yeah, I would definitely go with the mini size just to try it out. Next is the NARS Afterglow Over Lust Cheek Palette, and it comes with 6 face products. And it retails for $59, and all these shades look like something that I would use so much. All 6 colors just look absolutely gorgeous. So next, I'm not gonna lie, I mainly want it just because of the skull imprinted on it. And it's the Melt Amore Eterno Illumination Highlighter. It's $39. It's a pinky gold shade. So, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of like pink highlights, but the fact that it has like a little bit of gold shift to it, I feel like, you know, I could wear it, but the main reason I want it is just because it has a skull on it. Just to spend that kind of money for a shade I might not use much in general, wouldn't do it. But for going along with this video where this is my dream wish list, I want that just because it has a skull on it. Not gonna lie, that's 90% of the reason that I want it. The shade is about 10% of the reason why I want it. Next, I want the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb Baby Mini Lip Gloss and Highlighter Set. So this is the pinkish toned lip gloss, which, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of pink, but for like a lip gloss that's not super pigmented, I can totally get away with it. And I hear really good things about the Fenty gloss formula, so I really want to try it. And the highlighter is one of those that's kind of like the Jeffree Star Supreme Frosts, where it's more of like a highlight topper, where it doesn't really look like much on a swatch, but you turn it into the light and it catches the light so beautifully. So I swatched that in store because I was really considering buying it before, but I decided not to. But to have it in a gift set together for $25, given they're both like minis, but it's not like I'm gonna go through a whole highlighter anyways. So yeah, I just think that would be a really nice way to try out both of the Fenty products without having to pay full price for each of them. And then the last makeup-y item is going to be the Pro Filter Retouch Setting Powder from Fenty, and this is $32, and I hear really good things about this setting powder as well. And I really prefer loose powders over pressed powders just because they're super easy to work with. I can take it on a sponge, tap it under my eyes, pick some up on my brush, and just dust it all over my face. So I would really want to try the setting powder. So next is going into like some of the skincare stuff. Alright, so I would definitely pick up the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. It is my favorite moisturizer. It is just so pricey. I had the travel size of it. Right now I have a 12-ounce bottle of it, and it's the scented one, and it's still so good. But if I could just have like one moisturizer for like my life, I would definitely think that the First Aid Beauty is the one that I would go with, and I would definitely just get the unscented version. The scent doesn't bother me, it hasn't broken me out or anything, but it's weird because this says it's 6 ounces for $34, and I want to say it was like $45 for the 8-ounce bottle, but I have a 12-ounce tub of it that I got at TJ Maxx, and it was $20, but it says like the retail value was like $40. So like, how is a 12-ounce retail value less than an 8-ounce bottle retail value? So I don't know. It's expensive stuff, but it's so good. So that's definitely something that I would want to pick up. So then I would want to try out the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. Love sleeping masks. It's $25 for 2.3 ounces. I've heard really good things about it, so yeah. Next, I would get the Fresh Sugar on the Go Lip Kit gift set, and it retails for $25, and these are minis, but you get a mini of the Fresh Lip Balm, a mini of the Fresh Lip Balm that's like in a pot, and then a mini of the Fresh Lip Scrub. You can never go wrong with having hydrated, nice, smooth lips. So I would definitely want to try that. Fresh is a little bit pricier, so I don't really buy much from them in general. So to have the set would be really nice. And then I wanted to get the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and I have the original one, which is in the pink bottle right now. But I definitely want to get the vanilla one if I were to pick up another one. If you guys haven't tried the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, I definitely recommend it. It's so thick, it's hydrating, it's amazing. So I would definitely want to get another one of it, and you get 0.7 ounces in it for 20 bucks, which really isn't bad compared to some of the other items in the lip balm, lip treatment category at Sephora. Alright, so the next 3 items kind of go together. It's the Briogeo Farewell Frizz Smoothing Shampoo, which retails for $24. The Smoothing Conditioner, which retails for $24 as well. And then they have a Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioner, which is the Farewell Frizz line as well from Briogeo, and it retails for $20. I do not spend a lot of money on shampoo, conditioner, hair care. I wear my hair in braids or ponytails 99% of the time. Like, I hardly ever wear it down. So spending a lot of money on hair items for me just isn't something that I would normally do. My hair is also very frizzy. So when I saw this on Sephora, and I heard a lot of good things about Briogeo as a brand in general, I would definitely want to splurge on trying some good stuff for my hair. There's just so many ones from the drugstore that are really nice that are less than $10. So spending $20+ on shampoo, conditioner, and stuff, I can't do it. Alright, so the last item I would get would be the YSL Black Opium perfume. I love the smell of it so much. I have the little like spray travel size of it, which I want to say was like around the $27 mark, something like that, and I love the smell of it. I would get the 1 ounce bottle just because then that's the one that fit into the budget anyways. I just find perfumes very overly priced, so I would find it really hard to spend that kind of money on them in general. That's why it's also in this wish list, because I love the smell of it. But I've got other perfumes, other body mists, travel sizes, little mini samples of perfumes that spending $74 on a 1 ounce bottle of scented stuff just seems really ridiculous to me. So in total, I had 28 items in my cart, and my merchandise total came out to $914. But if I were to walk in with $1,000, I did not want to go over the budget, and we did include tax, because it's not like you're going to go into Sephora and you're going to get $1,000 worth of product and they're going to be like, oh, don't worry, we're not going to charge you tax for it. Like, you're going to pay tax. So we decided to factor in tax into our total. I know I forgot to say that in the intro, but we included tax. So my total came out to $998.57. So I did stay under the $1,000 mark. But yeah guys, so that is it for my $1,000 Sephora shopping cart. These would be the items that I would pick up if I was just told, hey, here's $1,000, go buy something from Sephora. These would be the items I would just go run out and buy, or, you know, just hit checkout on my phone right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys would spend $1,000 on at Sephora, either in the comments down below with some items that you guys would definitely be interested in, or if you do make videos, film this video and then tell me in the comments that you did this, and then I would go check it out and I can go see what you guys want to get. And again, don't forget to check out Becca, her channel, her video will be linked down below for you guys. And yeah, definitely go subscribe to her, because she is literally like the best thing ever. I love her so much. And yeah, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the little bell notifications so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Baby, honestly, it's harder breathing next to you. I should, but I got an answer picture, tried to